Hey guys, well we got the box emptied, save for the only two non-Nintendo related items, which is this headset here and this notebook. Which, I haven't really decided if I'm going to keep the notebook or not, but yeah, probably not. These things are going to be trashed. Along with, unfortunately, most of the Super Nintendo stuff, if not all the Super Nintendo stuff. I've already thoroughly documented the really poor condition that this Super Nintendo's in. Chunk out of the side. Still can't get over that. The stains, the rattling around. I'm not even going to test it. Mainly because the AC adapter that it came with is this one. By Sony, of all companies. And what the previous owner did was take this AC adapter, which I guess the voltage matches up. But they took the Super Nintendo plug, hacked it off, and spliced it onto this AC adapter here. So, given the poor connection job and this exposed wire, I'm not going to be plugging this thing in anytime soon. So, these things are going. Controllers aren't in that good a shape either. They're pretty scuffed up and smooth on the back, which means they've been used a lot. And I've noticed that most of the L and R buttons, the hinge on the inside has broken off, so it's not even seated in there firmly anymore. So, these are going. The games aren't that bad, but they're not complete in box, and if you guys have seen my other collection videos, you probably know I only like games that are complete in box, and these obviously are not. But the titles that came with it are Super Off-Road, Street Fighter II Turbo. I actually had this when I was a kid, but I think when I moved it accidentally got thrown away. But I already have it for the Super Famicom complete in box, so no need for that. This one's called Brutal Paws of Fury. I have no idea what that is. And then we have NHL 95. I seriously doubt anybody's still playing that. So, not really the best haul for Super Nintendo, but that's what it came with. The Famicom items here. I've already talked a little bit about this caddy and how difficult it is to get off the disk system and the Famicom. So I'm probably going to keep it. It's by Hudson Soft, so it's not a first-party Nintendo item, and I really like to collect more of the first-party stuff. So perhaps one day I'll stick it on my Famicom and disk system up there, but probably not. We'll see. I haven't decided on that yet. The Famicom and disk system, I do have them separated now, so I haven't checked them yet. I'm going to plug them in and see if they work later on. But I've noticed that along with the RAM cart for the disk system, it also came with the manual for the disk system. And usually these manuals, at least if they're by Nintendo, they have a sticker on the back with the serial number. Let's see if these match up. Do we have a match? We have a match. Wow, I'm surprised. I hope it works. Really hope it works. We'll see. I doubt it. No hopes. What else do we have here? The AC adapter. I'm a little bummed about this. One of the best things to get out of this whole entire haul would probably have been the AC adapters for the Famicom and the disk system. Because Japanese house current is a little bit lower than what we use here. Negligibly so, but it is a little bit lower than what we use in the United States. So I think sometimes if you leave your Japanese AC adapters plugged into the wall here in the United States, they can kind of burn themselves up. So I have all my Japanese systems up here. Their AC adapters are plugged into a separate power strip that I cut the power to when I'm not using them. So I'm trying to avoid that. But anyway, I didn't get the original AC adapters for the Famicom or the disk system. I got this Recoton multi-AC adapter. So, not sure if it works or not, but that's what I got. We also have this version of the Zapper here. And this is quite different than the US Zapper. Of course, here in the US, they tried to make our Zapper look more like a toy. Where in Japan, it's okay for it to look like a real gun. And whether or not this is first-party Nintendo or third-party, I'm not sure. I've seen pictures online of the first-party Nintendo Zapper, and it was actually black here with a brown handle. It really looked like a gun, as does this one. And you can actually cock it and fire it. And it makes a similar sound to our Zapper, which is neat. This plugs into the front of the Famicom, because the controllers are hardwired. But I have an LCD TV, so it's not going to work either way, unfortunately. I have a CRT downstairs. Maybe I can plug it in there and see if it works. So that's the hardware all this that this whole package came with. On to the software. I've gone through all these things and taken a look at them. I have a very strong feeling that most, if not all, of these cartridges and disk system games are bootlegs, and I'll explain why. Alright, first of all, this first one, this Video Game 3150, is a multi-game cart, and it's got a little codes here that for the positions that the switches need to be in to play the certain games. And I'm pretty sure that multi-game carts are always bootlegs. On the back, unfortunately, the titles for all the games are in Japanese, but luckily they have thumbnails that give you a title screen or a screenshot of the gameplay. So at first glance, it looks like we've got Super Mario Brothers. This one's too dark. I can't tell what that one is. I don't think it's Rad Racer. This one looks like Gyromite. That one's in Japanese. One of the things I'm going to do before I die is learn Japanese. I have a friend who speaks Japanese. I'm going to ask him if he's going to help me take a look at this stuff, because I think it'd be more fun to do it with a friend. We got Ice Climber, Urban Champion, Wild Gunman, Duck Hunt. Don't know what that is. Not sure. But it looks like we have a whole bunch of different black box NES games and some additional ones. So there's that. Ghostbusters. Well, this one's probably a bootleg. Oh, maybe not. It has the same label that my Dr. Mario game has. I only have one official in-box NES, or actually Famicom game, and it has the same label, so maybe this one is legit. We'll have to see. Super Mario Brothers. I think that's what this label is. Fortunately, though, I think the official Nintendo release of Super Mario Brothers came in a yellow cartridge, and this obviously is not yellow, so, and I don't recognize that label, so it's probably a boot. This one's Excite Bike. It has English on it, thankfully. Nintendo in 1984, so yeah, this one is one legitimate game, and I think in one of MN12 Bird's videos, he actually used Excite Bike to demo his Famicom, so I think his was red, so I'm fairly certain this one's legit. What's this one? A Mahjong game. Okay. Could be legitimate. The label looks like my other one. Got a couple games here. Man, I really wish I knew Japanese. I could use Luke Morris's help. I'll have to get in touch with my friend and see if he wants to go through these with me here. Yeah, no clue. There's another one just like it. Somebody else wrote on the cartridge. These have a little embossed logo right here. I don't know what that is. Doesn't look like Japanese, but... Oops. Sky Destroyer. Let's see. Yeah, probably a boot. Whoa. What's this say? Raid on Bungling Bay. That sounds vaguely familiar, I'm not sure. I think there's an NES version of this, but... This is the same thing, in a different type of cartridge. It's really strange. They're both Raid on Bungling Bay. Or Bunkling Bay. I don't know if that's a typo, and I don't know how to say that either. This last one comes in a case like an old audio cassette. I don't know if you guys remember audio cassettes or not, but this is just like an audio cassette case. It says video game cartridge. Unfortunate thing is I can't open it. As much as I try, there's something that's preventing this case from opening, so I have to wait on that one. Whatever it is, it's in Japanese, and it looks like maybe a fighting game or something like that. So, we'll have to see.